Dean Marculescu, faculty and staff of the City University of New York School of Professional Studies, fellow graduates, my name is Rosalie Daniel. I graduated from college over 20 years ago. My original plan was to gain work experience and go back to school for my master's within 10 years. But it didn't exactly happen that way. Life had other plans. I became a mom, a single mother, and with a demanding career balancing life and work, the pursuit of higher education was not a priority. As years passed, the desire to go back to school was still there. As the 10-year marker arrived, I told everyone of my strong desire to go back to school. I tried, believe me, I tried to no avail. But just when I thought it would never happen, things changed. Technological advances changed our world. My daughter has grown and my schedule opened up. And as the saying goes, timing is everything. For in the fall of 2010, just as I was experiencing a lot of changes in my personal and work life, I saw an invitation to CUNY SBS Open House. Almost 3 years ago, I walked into the City University of New York Graduate Center to attend an informational session for the School of Professional Studies, an online master's program. How would they do that? I admit, I was curious. After all, this is the City University of New York, not just some university in Arizona offering online degrees. Wait, they have SBS graduates in the audience. Where was I while this was happening in the city that I love? As it turned out, in 2003, the CUNY Board of Trustees approved the establishment of an online educational institution that would serve the working men and women of New York City who wanted to go back to school, but couldn't because the demands of life does not align with the demands of brick and mortar schools. What an idea, I thought, an idea that complements the times we are living in. On that night, almost 3 years ago, I saw new pages in my life opening up. Blank pages waiting to be filled, and I was excited. My story is not that different from your stories. My story was repeated several times with different faces under different circumstances here in New York and in different parts of the country and the world. And now my story has a partner, and that is the City University of New York School of Professional Studies. Because it's been a while since I've been in school, I was asked to take 4 undergrad classes, which means that in addition to the 30 credits I have to complete, I have to take an additional 12 credits. I took a total of 15. I remember walking to the lecture hall at Baruch College in the new vertical campus for the first time. My classmates in Accounting 101 were no more than a couple of years older than my daughter. I have to admit it felt funny, but I have to put on a brave face. Learning, I discovered, especially as an adult, is a study in humility. Here I was, filled with life's experience. These kids could have been mine, and now I walk into class, and I am just one of them. Actually, they have the advantage of being young and wired differently. I'm a Gen Xer. I just upgraded to a Droid. They have the iPhone. Looking back in my first semester, I admit there were times I thought I could not finish what I started. It was not an easy task, going to work, then studying at night, right into the wee hours of the morning, then work again. Days of spent in the library, then spring turned into summer. Summer days spent doing research, trying to beat the deadline to get my discussion board post on time. Then summer goes into fall, another set of classes, another workload. I remember that first winter break, 4.5 weeks of no discussion boards. I almost went into withdrawal. Along the way, I met new people, some in this room. Those who I have not met in person, I've gotten to know online. The learning process was intense, the discussions were robust, and the collaborative efforts tested not only our knowledge but also our leadership skills. To my professors, there was not a single one of you from whom I did not learn a lot from. We thank you for your dedication and your commitment to the cause of higher learning. And most importantly, we thank you for your support. In 2005, Steve Jobs, in a commencement speech given in Stanford University, talked about connecting the dots. Our lives are filled with dots. At the time we received them or experienced them, we did not know yet what it's for, or maybe it's just not clear yet. But just as he said, we have to trust that sometime in the future, maybe now, maybe tomorrow, those dots will connect. And then it will be all clear, our path, our journey. In our first semester here at CUNY SBS, we started the process of connecting the dots. You may not have known it yet, but you started that process by taking that first step. And finally, here we all are, as we get ready to start yet another chapter in our lives, celebrating the accomplishments that have led us to this stage. Our time, our moment. Now, I want you to turn to the person next to you. Congratulate them for reaching this point, and congratulate yourself, for you both made it. You have made a difference in your lives, and in the process of connecting the dots, hopefully, you have made a difference in someone else's life. Thank you and congratulations to the City University of New York School of Professional Studies, class of 2013.